Alright, shift shaft. That is a fun word to say. Shift shaft. Fun word to say. So, I took it out. It's really simple. You take the clutch off, take the case off, and you literally just pull it out. Mine is definitely eaten up, so it needs to get replaced. And then you have this spring that goes on here, and this the high curvy side points towards the top end. And when you take the case off, all you have to do for water pump wise is there's 2 bolts that connect. If it's 2002, I guess. There's 2 bolts that connect the water pump to the casing. And then you got to take off the power valve, which is very simple. You just have a washer and that little locking nut. It's a size 8 as well. And then you also have a spacer. So you have a spacer and then that underneath. So there's that. You'll need a new gasket, more than likely. This gasket is actually pretty new, but it's not new enough where I'll have to replace it. Also, you don't really have to worry about draining oil and stuff if you can do it on the side. So you just flip the motor over and boom. And so we're gonna get this spring off and put the new shiny one on. Also, 97 and 2002 is the same part number. Part number is right there. You can pause it on the screen. On Partzilla, it has a -00, but I looked it up on the 97 and mine, and there's a -00. They just didn't put it on there. So, as you can see, they look to be the same one. I'll do a little further investigating just to make sure, because I have one coming in. But on Partzilla, it was the same part number, so I imagine it has to be the same exact thing. We will see once I get a closer look at it. Oh, you have to take the clutch off too. Which, this nut, you can have the tool to hold the boss. It's really easy if you have a, to take it off. Don't do it putting it on. But take an impact, you don't really have to worry about holding this. You just zzz, and it'll zzz, 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 and it'll come off. So there's that. And then when you put it back together, you put the case on. You have your disc and stuff, and you want to do this in a star pattern. With this, the screw is a number 3. I had to order another one. I accidentally stripped one when I was first doing it, and it was like a $5 bolt too. So if you strip it, go ahead and order it. It's $5. And then yeah, star pattern, and then like do it a little bit at a time. So a little bit in, a little bit in, a little bit in, and then go around and torque it. I do not know what the torque is, and I'll probably will tell you later. So you don't have to worry about water pump gasket. If you haven't taken your power valve off in a while, then you will. I just did the top end, so the power valve gasket should be good on my end, hopefully. And then I'll need this case gasket. Super simple. Probably maybe have the oil seal changed too while you got it out. Yeah. So even though I check part numbers online, I'm just triple checking. They are the same height. They got the same shape patterns. There's a little slit right here where it's round, and then there's a cut off right there. So it all checks out. It's all the same size. One thing I was worried about is the splines seem like they're different heights. Well, the splines are the same height. Maybe it's just because it's dirty and it's throwing it off. Yeah, they're the same exact thing. Cool. And then there's also this plastic spacer inside this. I wish I would have worn gloves, but I didn't. I'm running out of gloves. I'm trying to be good about doing my videos. Alright, let's see if I can get this off without the tool. Probably not. I'm trying to be somewhat gentle with this so I don't mess up anything. I feel like it should just slide off. I just can't really get a good grip on it. Oh, there it goes. Alright. So I have it like this. This. Take the new one. This plastic on. Spring on the side. This is actually kind of difficult. Especially with this glove that doesn't fit. Alright, I'll hold it down. I'm going to pop one side up. Flip over. Maybe. Nope, I'm going to back it out. This is fun. If I can do this without pinching myself, it would be a miracle. Alright. Got it. Alright, got it on. So, here's old gaskets, like super old. And I know it's all paper. But like the head gasket for this one had metal. So I'm going to have to use this one. And this just seems very thin in comparison to that other stuff. It is just paper. Let's see. It seems really thin and cheap though. I got an idea. Let's see how thin and cheap it is. That's the wrong thing. Zeroed. 0.64. 0.62. Okay, it's the same. That's cool. Maybe it just looks worse. So they are the same thickness. So let's just get them off Amazon. I'm definitely a supporter of local shops and stuff, but with a baby and all that, you can only, get going so many places. Alright, let's see, make sure it goes that way. Yeah, maybe it's okay. That's power valve. Let's leave that out in case I need it. I'm gonna need this. Shouldn't need water pump. Of these. Other thing too is it seems that this gasket goes higher up on the power valve. Simile. Also, this is double-sided with the surface areas, so just be careful. You got dowels too you want to be careful of. You don't want to lose those. Anytime you have your motor apart, you just got to be careful. One time I was riding, I just got everything together. I did the top end right. And I was riding, and I didn't have the silencer and the big pipe together well, and the silencer shot off, and it made the most horrendous noise. It scared the crap out of me, and it made me stall the bike because it wasn't jetted right, I don't think, at the time either. And boy, let me tell you, I was so scared. I pushed it to the garage. I was like, no. But it was fine. I realized that the silencer had fallen off. But yeah, it put the fear of God in me real quick because I spent so much money to get the top end on and all that. If you can get one of those razor blades that you can put on the end with like a kind of looks like this, and you can do this, that would be a lot easier than doing. See, there's a bunch of little dirt in these crevices that I don't want to get in holes.